Hi, friends. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom, here with your weekly message from Spirit for the week of March 21 through the 27th of 2022. I am doing this video on March 20th, Sunday. It's the equinox. The sun has moved into Aries, and it's the first day of spring. So there's great energy today for this message. And the theme, I can tell you, is very much the work that we need to do to renew ourselves going into spring. We just had a full moon a couple of days ago, and I will link to that video that I made about the full moon. And I can tell the influence of the full moon is here about us needing to transform, us needing to work on ourselves, and release what no longer serves us. So that as we go into this spring, as we go forward, we are ascending in a stronger vibration, okay? It's all through this. So, and it's also in the astrology. I do want to mention quickly a couple of things about the astrology for this week. One is Mercury is going to be very active several days this coming week. On Monday, let me see, let me look at my notes. Monday and Wednesday and next Saturday, Mercury is very active still in Pisces. It's on Monday, it's going to connect with Jupiter. On Wednesday, it's going to connect with Neptune. And on Saturday, it is in a sextile with Pluto. That's all about our thinking and transforming. So, this is the creative ideas may come forward. You may be thinking about some of the things that come out in the reading today that get you thinking, but thinking with unconditional love, because Mercury is still in Pisces, the seat of unconditional love. And that's what we need to do. We need to think about our transformation and think about what we're doing with love. The other astrological heads up I want to give you is what's happening on Tuesday. Mars is in a square with Uranus. Mars, the planet of passion, assertiveness, moving us forward, activator, wants us to take action. We need to do stuff, is going to be in conflict with Uranus, which is the great awakener, wants us to be free. It is the expect the unexpected. It brings out things. It rules lightning. That's one of my favorite things to know about Uranus, and lightning bolts just come out of the blue. They just appear and they can zap you, right? So something may happen, and I'm really feeling this more on the collective level, that something unexpected might be revealed or happen. God help us. God help any of the people that are struggling or in danger in a certain part of the world. If it is more personal, it could be that some sort of thing is revealed to you that helps you move into a new direction. So that's kind of the astrology of the week. For our messages for this week, I do want to mention that I am using the Shining Woman Tarot deck. It is my first deck I ever got. My brother gave it to me way back in the early 1990s. And for your oracle card deck, we are using the Wisdom of the Shadow. It's a new deck. It's an oracle for self-discovery, soul work, and transformation, which is where spirit wants me to go with this. So that's why I'm using this rather than some, warm and fuzzy spring, happy spring deck. We still have work to do, in other words. That's what spirit was telling me. So let's dive into the message. But before we do, I want to thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Information is below if you would like to get a personal reading with me. I would welcome that greatly. So let's dive in. The first card out is the Five of Stones. And in the regular standard Rider-Waite Tarot, this would be the Five of Coins. This would be the sense of lack. This would be like out in the cold. We're losing something. But that's not the message in this deck. What this message is, we're deep in a cave here, and we're in the cave of our subconscious or unconscious. And we're here to look at our inner selves and work on what we need to transform. And we will discover maybe new values. We will let go of old habits or old ways of thinking. And when we emerge from this cave, we will be changed. It will have this work will have a lasting impact. It might be a new way that we see the world, or that we behave and we treat ourselves and other people. And I'm saying this because the second card that came out was the Eight of Trees. And this, in the regular tarot, this would be the Eight of Wands, which would be lots of activity happening, one on top of the other. Sometimes it signifies synchronicities falling into place. But the message for this card is actually, the world is a little bit on fire. This tree's on fire, that tree's on fire, the house is on fire. There's something outside of us that is on fire or out of control. But what we do in response is the key. We're doing this inner work, okay, to change ourselves in the way we respond to the outer world that we live in. Because let's face it, the outer world that we live in is really messed up sometimes. And, this figure is flying over that. We rise above the drama and the crap. That's where we need to head. We shine our light to help people, but we rise above getting into the mud. All right? That inner work, though, we have something that we need to integrate or bring together. The next card out was the Two of Birds. And I don't know if you can see it very well because the birds are quite light. But these are two birds that are they're not facing each other. They've got their backs to each other. Like, they don't want to talk to each other. But they are tied together with this snake that's wrapped around their legs. And what I really, in the regular tarot, this would be the Two of Swords. This would be about the need to make a decision. And there might be a need to make a decision, especially when it comes to this, is like, what do we release? What do we heal? What do we hang on to? But what I really, really got from this Two of Birds is that we need to acknowledge the conflicts within us. We need to acknowledge what we find in the cave. And we need to bring it together. We need to realize we had that pain. We need to forgive ourselves, or we need to forgive others. We need to bring the shadow of us and the light of us together as one. We need to transmute the shadow and integrate it into our light, where the two parts of us are not only connected, but we're facing those parts together. And we can do it, because the last card that came out was the Nine of Stones. And this is very much like the card that it would be in the regular Rider-Waite. The Nine of Stones would be the Nine of Pentacles, showing the wealthy, prosperous, powerful and confident woman holding a bird of paradise. She has everything she needs. She has stepped into her light. She is the boss lady. She doesn't need to push anything around or anybody around. She just stands in her light and is totally confident and abundant. And the stars shine on her. This is us, metaphorically. This is us stepping into our power. This is us realizing that we have our power, okay, and bringing those parts of ourselves together so that we can respond in a much better way to outside forces, and we stand tall and confident. Now, I think this will all happen in 1 week? No, but it's an opportunity here to delve in a little bit. I know I need to. Something cropped up at the end of last week, and I know I still have work to do. We're still, each of us, unique and wonderful, but we're still works in progress. And there's always opportunity to learn. Okay, now are you ready to talk about the cards that you picked? Let's bring those out. Now remember, these are a little deep. They're to get you to think about what you need to look at and what you need to love and heal and release. First card out is a card actually I'm personally picking this week as my card. Expectations. And this is about, succinctly, the need to liberate ourselves from unrealistic expectations that we have on ourselves and that we have of other people. And I have both. So I need to work on both. And this is okay. We struggle. As you can see, there's all these arrows and all these words being put on this person. Not good enough. Work harder. Uh, let's see. What else? That's silly. You can do better. Again, all the unrealistic expectations. This is about liberating you from those expectations and just accepting yourself and other people the way they are. Okay? Just see them for the beautiful people they are and see yourself as the beautiful light that you are. So, where do you have unrealistic expectations of yourself and others? For those of you who picked B, this is your card, which I can also relate to this message. Pain. And this is about listening to the pain in your body, in your mind, in your heart. Wherever the pain is, it's something to look at. Do not, let me go back to this card with the two birds on it. Do not deny that it's there. Embrace it and heal it. So where is the pain? Pain is a messenger. What is it inviting you to explore? Getting to the root of the pain. And there is so it's good to listen to your body, listen to your heart, listen to your mind. Where is the pain? There is a body of thought that pain of the spirit or the mind, it leads to the pain of the body. Psychosomatic is one of the terms. So, are you feeling body pain that can be traced back to a way that you feel emotionally? Think about it. Think about it and see what the messenger has to say for you this week. For those of you who picked C, that's another card I can relate to, actually. It's called Panic. And if you're like me, you feel panic and stress when you're feeling overwhelmed, when your to-do list gets very big. very long. And again, you have expectations of yourself that you can deliver all those things. So panic, and look at that card. There's a lot going on that card. There's the person's intestines are twisted. You know, how much do we get physically involved when we are in a panic? So this is about learning to repattern what we're thinking, which then impacts how we respond. You pausing, taking a breath, grounding ourselves, meditating. What is your response to stress and panic when it arises? Something to take a look at this week. Consider how you soothe yourself in positive ways rather than negative. You know, do you light up a cigarette and eat a carton of ice cream? Or do you ground yourself, meditate, walk away for a moment, go for a walk in nature? What do you do to ease the panic? And how can you repattern how you think so that less and less stress and panic rises? I think those are awesome things to consider and to work on, and awesome messages this week. I hope many of you see this video, and I wish you many blessings, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead and very good work to start working on. So take care. And again, I am available for personal readings if you would like to contact me by the links below. Thank you.